But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be in for anything too exciting. As Preisz pointed out, he lacks a bench. Human coach with a single man on the bench does have the wizard. But single mighty blow on the ogre, single tackle. I just don't think that has... I don't think the human team has the capacity to deal with. Less splodge than I thought. Well, maybe not. I mean, the Hom was amazing for sure with just a single man on the bench. Oh, and a fairly serious ball hawk. So a fairly serious killer. Fairly serious cage buster. Triple guard could make a respectable cage. Although, has sort of stacked a flank. Actually, it does have 2 tackle as well. Might not be as one-sided as I thought. Pretty standard start, looking for an 8-turn stall. Not sure who picked the kick or receive. And look, it's at times like this, if I was in the final, if I put in the effort, which I just don't because I'm too lazy, I would be scouting the last, 4 or 5 games of my upcoming opponents and seeing if they were one-turn catchers. It does have a sidestepping 8-move catcher. 8 movement is able to sidestep cheekily. However, I think with Fend being mandatory, I think that interacts on chain pushes, which might make the sidestepping chain push not my thing. A real odd choice for a second skill on alignment. I really like the Diving Tackle Witch. In fact, I recall playing Preisz in the Champ Ladder Season 1 just at random, and it was an absolute terror. So there'll be no surprise, every Pom Blitz will be on a tackle guy, and tackle out of the way, Witch on the ball. Presumably pretty hard to deal. Bit of an oddity here, and a surfable lineman. And a surfable leader guy. A lot more effort for the leader. But the temptation to get rid of the leader on... Never mind. Temptation to get rid of the leader on turn 2 without the reroll used would be quite high. But of course, not to be. Look, in a final, you want to make things safe and sure. And that's why you take the surfs over a pom hit. The surf on bushes does the deed. And so I don't see any world in which this doesn't happen. Yeah, and I thought it'd be real clever and put the Fend on the sideline. Fend acting sort of like a pseudo stand firm in that you don't get surfed. But a good turn 2 man advantage on offense. This thing's pretty easy. Absolutely, an absolute gift. Yeah, look at sprint, absolutely. Or short feet, ideally. There's 2 squares with sidestep isn't hard. Short feet making the GFIs easy. mind retreating Agiman and getting the Blitzer block on the Ogre. Extra 2-men commitment. A 2 into a 2, not at too much of a price. Though dodges with dodge, just as good. Yeah, I assume that will be fair. Even if nothing else changes, it will probably be enough to be a deterrent. That will shore it up. And look, I'd make a read on an opponent that, maybe through carelessness or apathy, who knows, I'd be making the sideline plays. Yeah, look, defend could be annoying, but with a dual threat, which I wouldn't even hate having the ball left side of the field, really encourage the defense to come around, really encourage him to screen the sideline, and then just continue to punish. Maybe changing this lineman to this guard and have this guard exchange with this lodge stepper. Single dodge, 1 die. Really wants. Dodge with a catcher. For a 1 in 9. Now with a reroll. Looking at 2 dice. 1. 7 with a single GFI to get the tackle. And that will change the state of the board from a dominating offense that's 1 man up to maybe a little bit of a scramble for the ball. Agi 3 humans won't really compete with the Agi 5 leap. Johnny. Gonna trigger some people. Wow. Really? He blitzing the witch then? Guess so. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything else is going on. Caffeine, nicotine, that's what I do. I could do with some right now, but I thought, you know, it's pretty early and I need to sleep. But, yeah, allegedly a finals match. Freebies on a catcher into freebies on a catcher. Wow! No way! One in 6 to surf a tackle guard? Absolutely. I'll just retreat these 2. Should I block? Or a push? And re-screen? Not good on it for making the threat, but I'm still taking that any day of the week. Yeah, no, look, a lot of people bet on Preisz too. Oh, I would have liked to have seen more safe plays first. Keeping the ball safe. Oh, baby. Never awarded. Yeah, so second man, good block. There's just a bunch of stuff to protect for. Train better. And they got a stun out of it, but wasn't the result. I don't know, there's not much better than a surf on turn 3. Yeah, it masters the Skaven, and it's the other 2K team, if I recall correctly, with a good team value. I mean, that's the thing too. Any of these teams that are lower in team value that qualified on their streaky record will really struggle against those that really develop properly, I guess. Yeah, Season 3 won't have that same problem. I think every team that qualifies will be at 41 games. Because if they don't, they'll be beaten by teams with a far worse record, about 30 games. Someone with a 100% win rate at 15 or even 20 games, yeah, probably won't be ahead of someone at 41 at 60%. I'm pretty sad that he didn't get that second surf. It always feels a bit unjust. It really rustles me when surfs that are denied. Fend sidestep catcher. Actually going to be useful here. Because if not for Fend, the witch goes a 2 dice for a 2 dice and dodge for an additional surf. If it also then wasn't sidestep. But I mean, even just on the witch block alone, denying frenzy is pretty nice. An odd blitz doesn't really do anything but save a catcher from dodging. The dodge with dodge. Looking to pin elves in? Fair enough. Wouldn't mind some 3 dices, 3 dice pom on the catcher. Again, taking out Tacklemans is pretty good too. The pylon in this position will be fairly safe. Safe from a foul. 100% pylon. Wow! I think he could have the ball safe and piled on. Tagged the catcher. Interesting to see what the next 4 dice are, just, you know, in the glory of hindsight. And the human team does have a single man bench. I guess the wizard is a consideration. To be, I'm sure he'd prefer to be downfield. Just so when the bolt happens, there's less immediate shenanigans. Catcher running 8 squares, causing some trouble. Seems to be a good midfield screen. And a 3+2+ with a reroll. Denied. I guess he was dodging out to tag in the tackle guard. Single man standing here keeps the tackle guard tied up unless there's a blitz. So I don't hate that. I'd play Con. I mean, not seriously, but I'd play them for lols. The shenanigans you can pull off with the Frenzy Lineman is just next level. AB7 is junk. And the Bloodletter Demon, their big guy, sexy as hell. Aesthetically. Look, the Dark Elf team has enough. Well, arguably has tackle where it needs it in a G5 leap strip tackle. And diving tackle do work on these sneaky edgy 3-mens. Frenzy being poor man's tackle on offense when blocking. I think diving tackle after sidestep's really nice for tagging a carrier. As I'm sure we'll see on defense. I think Guardman has blitzed from the wrong square. Unless he's really valuing freeing a catcher on a 4+. Because the additional lineman is a 1 die. Had he blitzed from here with the Ogre assist, got the 2 die on this fella, then had the assist cancelled and could 2 die this fella, which would allow the catcher out on a 1 in 9. Blitzing this fella instead of this fella hasn't freed the catcher on anything better than a 4+. Making the block. No, I think I much would have. I would have much rather the these two on the ground. These two on the ground have them screened off a little, as at the moment almost the entire elf team just rotates up. With the blitz on a lineman, allowing Dodge Man to get out on a desirable dodge and a full cage area. I mean, yeah, maximized his blocks, but not really, and not really where it was relevant. And the remaining three will just be dodges without dodge. Oh, maybe not. Didn't die, I'm sure we'll be pleased with that. Wow. 3-man fireballs. I mean, it's not a bad time. I mean, it's effectively a bolt. It's on the same thing as a bolt. Just don't think that tackle was getting there. And this tackle was getting there on a double GFI. So if it didn't hit the carrier, he was looking to power lodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 GFI? That's... No, I guess you would assume one of these go down. It's the furthest man. I guess look, playing the odds, you'd say, but it's between 1 and 2. Everything's just pretty far away unless everything goes down. With 4 turns and 4 arrows, I guess he does. I guess he'll reroll it, he otherwise doesn't have a hole to get through. Wow, kept it! Just not picking up the ball then. Extra assist has to power for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double GFI? For the shorthands man? Really makes you think. If it looks like it's a 1D, it was actually a 2. It's just that it was clicked quickly, for sure. Sometimes you see the dice. Well, he must have a play in mind that needs a reroll. So likely a pickup. But I don't think it's realistically happening. Like double GFI with the thrower, and then throws to the catcher is about the only play that doesn't have Agumans just take the ball back. Wizard's absolutely wasted. This protection downfield indicates that is his plan. We man on the sideline into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ball's in. 100% intercept. Although, look, you can't really fault throws with throws and throws with passes with pass and catches with catch. 55% to succeed on the pass. A 5+ with a free roll. And the 1 in 9 he's got the touchdown, so like that's the only play that he's got to make to win. I mean, he's otherwise 100% losing the ball. He's 100% losing the ball. Bit odd. Does have tackle on the witches. Could just be assist to strip mans. I'd like to see some safe moves first. He's down lineman can go places. Look to at least tag the throw for everything going badly. Yeah, it's all a bit mood if he doesn't do it. They were both inbuilt actions, so like a reroll didn't really matter. Ducky won every game of Blood Bowl ever, overloading. He's never lost. So every witch tagged by tackle should now see these save plays. I guess it didn't. And rephrase, I take that back. The reason these didn't stand before the block is in case it scattered out. He wanted everyone available to react to the scatter. So it makes sense to not stand them up, as it was a 2 dice block with block. For no other dice. That had everything but a double skull being a success. So I rescind the save plays first, in that that's the exception to save plays first. Like 2+. I mean, Witch Elf passing play, not outrageous. Makes this last Witch dodge really, really scary. Double GFIs off the table now. Might be a sideline cage, and the diving tackle Witch making the sideline cage. With diving tackle, the dodge through to surf becomes 6+. It does have a blodge step in the way. Is marked by tackle. Has marked the other human tackle. So it's a tackle block to clear the witch. If he doesn't use tackle and gets powered and he gets lucky, he can then blitz for the tackle. But if he doesn't commit to tackle the first time, doesn't get the guy down, which can step up and create the tackle to stop the blitz even happening on the ball. Well, it does look a bit janky, and I'm sure would have preferred a dodge maybe here. It isn't actually bad. Didn't get the power, didn't reroll it. Green secured. Now 3+s to hit the switch. Yeah, and Cel's a play that was made pretty early on in the turn. Didn't seem to spend time to consider what he really needed for that play to work. Myself, I would have used the tackle and re-rolled it for the power. Then dodge with dodge. Other man assist. Catch or recover. Now 3+ to power witch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 3+1 die. Oh, it's a diving tackle, it's not even 3+. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, double GFI. Oh, are we discussing the betting? Yeah, my other chat's still dead. Maybe it just hasn't updated AstroTurf. After this match, the odds will go down to 8 to 1. Yeah, they are currently at 9 to 1. If you can pick the the two people that you think take it to the final. Mate, they're amazing odds. Like, Fash points will depreciate in value after these bets go out. Because there's really only 3 or 4 probable candidates, and maybe then additional 2 outside favourites if there's a bit of lucky dice. So look, no reroll and scoring on turn 7. Yeah, look, I'd be happy to score on turn 7 with no reroll. Ag5 leap gets everywhere, so not too concerned with headers downfield. I guess the disappointing part of the drive for Preisz is that he's done nothing in terms of removals for combans. Might be looking to correct it here. Oh boy. Oh. Only a stun. Dodging with the witch is the same as blitzing. Really? I'll rephrase it, sorry, 3-die block. 3-die block is superior to the dodge. Wow, pretty tired, fellas, pretty tired. AP is correct. They go to the casino and put $10 on red. Then put $20 on red. Then put $40 on red. Well, $30 on red. That's actually breaking even. You still want to make that initial $10 profit. So it is 40. And yeah, then just continue like that until you're $1 million in debt. You put the $2 million on red, and then you win, and you've won $10. Easy. Well, actually, a 2D blitz. I don't think a 2D blitz is superior. Oh man, stolen. Ballsy. The 2D fails on a 1 in 36, the dodge fails on a 1 in 36. But no, 3D had a weaker failure state with no rerolls. Yeah, well, look, I made the assumption that he wasn't going to stall. Seems to be pretty good. I mean, he'll get tagged again, but that's never hard to do. The dilemma is tagged with tackle. So yeah, look, Google Blitz or something dumb. Guard tags all mans, tackle tags mans. And it's still just an extra 1 in 36. a chain. Not blitzing with the ogre seems fine. As you really want him on the ground. It'll be Guardman blitz. Guardman to go. And that'll at least get some dice rolled. And that's all he's really hoping for in this situation where Preisz has no rerolls. Mate, Thorn watches every single hour, every single second of every single stream. So these blitzers, right? This guy dodged out to make that blitz. This guy could have made the blitz without dodging. And then, you know, get the ogre in, get the Gar guy in, and then make the dodge. Just so if you do snake the dodge, or 1 in 9 the dodge, you've at least done something. So, you know, safer plays first. Tackleman should have blitzed. Yeah, Johnny Five's earned his. What do you mean? A human coach has made many mistakes. Not just in moving people around, but optimal blocking, optimal ordering. He's been pretty on point. I liked his reacting to scatters. I liked his creating man advantage by surfing early. Can't really fault Preisz. Saul's pretty greedy though. I probably would have scored, but that's irrelevant. I think it's assist up, Tackleman 2D's the catcher. Oh boy. Yeah, Tackleman 2D's the catcher. I guess it would step here, which would be annoying. But then the blitz can happen. It doesn't matter. The blitz then happens on that corner and slides the tackle off the witch. Once the tackle's off the witch goes out on a 2+, even if the catcher sidesteps here. Catcher sidesteps here. Well, that would be a bit annoying. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that even wasn't even a thing. There is a thrower here that I didn't really pay attention to. Yeah, you can't really make it a 3-dar on the catcher. Eh. 1 in 6 though to lose the drive. I'm fairly decisively with 17 seconds. Oh, I guess there wasn't the blitz for chain with the throw in the way. Yeah, no, let's just one more time. Because you would need the assist to get the guard cancelled. And then you've got no blitz at all. So that wouldn't even matter. Wow, feeling pretty tired. My bad. Yeah, fair enough. Unless... Alright, this is the real play. About sidestep man to here. Lineman to here. Blitzer 2Ds to hit sidestepper. Sidesteps up. Does nothing. Alright, dodge man round the back. On a 1 in 36 dodge. Lineman round the back. Sidestepper next to anyone next to, it wouldn't even matter, sidestep won't interact. The same concept, but you fill this square. So you're able to blitz this one into this. And that would get the tackle off the witch for a 136. The sequence would be 1 in 36 dodge, 2-die block, 1 in 36 dodge. And even then, you could slide the guard man, get the witch up, but that wouldn't even matter. Yeah, just pushing the tackle off. With this, and this filled with the blitz here. With that body on the ground, push into this square, this square. I think that was better than a 1 in 6. Let's run it through Samba. Yeah, look, I'm pretty tired. Like, it really, really is 5:30 AM. Dodge with dodge. Good eye for a push. And a dodge with dodge. If I could use Samba properly. Wow, I'm tired. I put in negative 2. Actually, it's pretty even. 82.3% for the push play, which is really similar to just a standard 2+. In fact, standard 2+ is not even just 1% better. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Pretty tired. But look, it's always something to think about. With the 4-minute turn, I wouldn't have minded thinking about it. Yeah, I was going to bed 6 hours ago. I really was. But yeah, look, I think without the number 6 lineman having to dodge, I think that would have been a thing. I'm sure when I watch this, so I probably might even. I'm sure if someone was to watch this, they would be able to say, no, Fash, they could have done this instead. Like, I'm pretty sure. And it's just so scary to risk it all in a 1 and 6. I would really spend 3 minutes looking for something safer. But I mean, yeah. Ouch. Is the last thing an 11-man team needs? Well, look, consume the wizard, only 1 man down. A good spot to be. Which bright sunshines cross through here and there. Je n'ai pas Francois. Que bono, por favor. No hablo español? I think we're up in time. Just changing weather on the kick, nothing exciting. Wow, triple stun's pretty good. Alright, this is where the macro strategy comes in. Human guy's like, well, could maybe score pretty early here. Dual catcher threat? There's no way he stops a G5 leap strip man. The only thing is, Cage is fairly out of the question. It's always going to be some janky passing play. Pommer goes after our catcher. If it's in range. Looks in range. I say that's in range. Yeah, it's a bit odd, eh? I mean, like, Narayan didn't know about the overtime format, what he could do to win the game. But when he had the ball, and all he had to do was score, and it was turn 13, and stalling for 3 turns wouldn't be hard. Wow! No way! I'll get banged on. Down a man for no reason, single catcher. Single catcher gets banged on. Agi5 man gets relevant. And stuns recover. He really is playing to stall. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think the human team has the capacity to defend against Agi5 man. I think they should be scoring early. Looking for a turnover. Trying to burn through some rerolls first. Oh, so tempted with the pylon. He's just lost a man through fouling. Definitely doesn't want to lose another one. Maybe Preisz confident in his ability to win the match without needing a removal, and doesn't want to risk the pommer even on a 1+ foul or something dumb. But it's the right kind of idea, keep the catches out of scoring range. I did not watch a Rebel final. Man, Haggis McMuffin. Easiest 100 points of your life. Yeah, look, if you weren't confident that you could win a game of Blood Bowl, and just fouling every turn on whoever, regardless of, you know, the team's bench. But yeah, look, he's got a one-man bench, he can afford one foul. Don't hate that. But turn 1 of a drive just seems like an unnecessary risk. Oh yeah, no, look, people look for different things. I make this analogy all the time, but when League of Legends first came out and they were first doing casting for tournaments, you know, Season 1, and it was just some random dude, and his name was Hat Person, and everything he said was the dumbest shit ever. That was absolutely the most obvious thing. And so he'd be like, oh, this Fen Blindman moved over here. Now this guard blitzer is moving over here. And you'd be like, no shit, mate. We can see that. Say something that isn't obvious. And it would really rustle me. And I would BM the guy, I'd be like, shut up, Hat Person, get out of here, you shit. And then someone said, oh, he's doing it for the people that have never seen League of Legends before. So they have the so they have the semblance of the idea of what's going on. And so I think like that PlayStation League that Iron Helmet likes, and I guess now Rebel, doing that sort of commentary would be really great for people who don't play Blood Bowl. But I'm not one of those. I'm catering towards the people that already know how to play Blood Bowl and want some sort of greater insight into what people might be doing and why, or the strengths and weaknesses of each play. Yeah, Troll Man, nor Catcher Man, or prior to this block failing, which I'm sure he didn't want the block to fail, they weren't scoring. And so leap into a cage isn't really the one. And tackle man tied up. Tackle man tied up. Might be hard to get through these blodgers. So look, probably still not scoring, and seems to be keen on stalling. I think a human team that was looking to score early would have sent catchers down and done the generic get a catcher open to score shenanigans. I think he is just looking to stall. Seven move guys are pretty far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could run back to this midfield line. Be pretty safe. As I don't think he can actually defend it in a real cage unless everything works. Guardman comes in. 2-die chains the man down. Hey look, everything worked. Guardman comes down, catcher makes a 2. Cage reforms, but isn't protected by guard. Maybe guard dodges out as a final action, parks himself next to the thrower in a Vengabus. But the Vengabus will be weak to the Witch on the corner and Leap Man going through. And look, then again, it is... Oh man, risky GFIs. It's the second half. Second half leads into overtime. If your opponent is stalling, you don't really want to be burning rerolls on leaps and 1Ds. We were talking about LoL briefly, as an example of different styles of commentary. Then again, there could be, next level. Oh man, 1Ds! Was this a 1D? Absolute madman! Anyway, Preisz could be thinking about not having the game go to overtime the longer the game goes on a game that he arguably has somewhat in the bag. Well, yeah, based on the defense. But a game he should feel confident in winning. Don't want that to be prolonged, don't want extra blocks being thrown on his valuable elves, needs the elves for future games. Wow. Wow, shame this is a loner. It would otherwise be useful. If it wasn't a loner, the all-mate stands, assist comes in, 2 for a not follow on a success, 2 for a follow, and the sack on the carrier. But I just wouldn't want to risk a 2-die block with a loner. You'd have never lose 109. Maybe you could. Wouldn't be too weak as a result. It's obviously now that he's stalling. Well, keeping the base contact. Fair enough. It could be the Witch frenzies and gets Lodge Step, Dove and Tackle on the ball. I mean, it could still happen, but once everyone's wedged into that extreme, and it would be the push down. I guess it doesn't matter. Just opens up a lot of chain pushing opportunities. Now, though, to be honest, if the witch did come in, no, it's pretty easily cleared. Yeah, Palmer has been pretty disappointing. Well, I mean, he could have more guard, could be better developed. Didn't strictly need to take him. Right, so flanking Witch well away from tackle. One would be freed on a power. Uses it to down a dodge man. So human coach wants to rotate, but if he rotates, he just gets banged on because he can't protect it. Might be forgetting about dive and tackle. Oh, might just feel like he's lucky enough to power Witch. Seems to be the case. Seems to be planning to power the Witch. And even the blitzer dodge. Risky. Like, this is really high risk stuff just to keep the ball safe. Oh man, GFI's to boot. Yeah, golden goal with overtime. 9 times out of 10, the guy that receives wins. There are some rare exceptions. Who knows, this is Human's offense, even if he does score on 16 if Preisz has a reroll. May have practiced his 7-move double frenzy one turn. With a blodge step, not too difficult. AG5 throw, not too difficult. 1Ds. But the Witch has done the job in tying up 2 men. Wow. I think the leap GFI bug might come into effect if he attempted it. But I don't think it's necessary with the Witch in a great position. Bang down a corner should probably be enough. Vomit on a sweater, spaghetti. Mom, spaghetti. At the same time, the tying up the tackle is almost as important as tying up the catches. This is the tackle that's being used to clear the catches. Seems to have the same idea. Sacrifice to the tackle man? Yeah, look, in the past he had just been using tackle, and I guess it's because he is playing to stall. And with every one dice being successful, a little bit of tempo was lost for Preisz. I mean, when you're in the almost all-man situation, every man becomes important. You know that there's definitely going to be two and the carrier. A strong commitment on the left. A very strong commitment on the left. My look, it would definitely be the block for a push, or ideally a success into the blitz to clear. Blitz to clear now looking more difficult. Dodge stepper on the ball. Then be the this is nice. Be struggling for a chain to get the thrower safe. However, you know, it's always just a 3+ out. And with the bravado that he took those 1 dice blocks, he's maybe not too scared of dodges with the ball carrier. And look, when you get your opponent dodging with the ball carrier, the game is nearly won. It does come at a price of the potential downfield shenanigans. I mean, who gets rid of old mate? Catcher well and truly open for even a handoff, and a 3-man downfield. Seems to be really keen on making blocks on blodges, whereas the ball won't be safe. So he must be planning on scoring then, and so his stall then not really relevant. But I think you need the extra lineman to screen and not to assist, because screening out AG5 is ridiculous. Oh man, I don't think I've been triple red died for a triple success. Wow. This is unbelievable. Surely Preisz will take this. A million men open. with the success on his guardman, the eye cage, or even the T cage. Well, no, you won't get a 2-die with the guardman down, but one with leap strip. Wow! Still a real disregard for protecting the ball. So I guess he's just planning to succeed on the diving tackle. You would hope not. Holy shit. Alright. Just... I didn't even know. Wow. So scared of Agi 5 Leap Man that just didn't consider anything possibly failing. And diving tackle doing the deed on a 5+. Man, Snake would have been heartbreaking. I guess the question is, does he want to 2-die with risking the leap, allowing a push, or not risking it? Actually, I think it might be with the witch. Everyone's tagged, so maybe Blodge Stepper behind the thrower, and then witch 2s into 2s, has the ball scatter in a slightly better spot, and then other elf men's can recover. Giving potentially 6 dice on the ball seems pretty good. Less likely to burn a reroll than it would be using a leap. And for either play, still just the single assist to cancel. Excuse me. No. Is this? No. Pretty greedy. He was done on a push. Oh, it's a bad scutter. Really liked Agi Man being available to, 2+ out and but at least make a GFI to tag it. Or 2, in fact. Well, I think those were the first GFIs for Preisz. And I still don't think he's 1-diced yet. So, look, that's why he's gonna win. But damn. Nah, look, I wouldn't have leapt into to do the blitz. I really liked the downed witch, or the witch making the blitz for a 2 into a 2. But instead of blocking with Agi 5-man, that risked a push, eyeing the blitz on the ball, I'd have just cancelled the assist, made the witch blitz, and then had Agi 5-man be able to react. Agi 5-man pick. Courageously did. And the weird belly noises are the going to sleep belly noises. I had a legitimate title, but Johnny 5 changed it. He did it to salt people. But is in fact round 1 of the finals. We're champ ladder 2. So not even entirely inaccurate. If the diving tackle would make a dodge roll a failure, if it would work, you're prompted to use it. That's the TLDR. Quite a few bad scatter squares. Arguably 2 good ones. Yeah, I don't like scattering against owls. And I think the play was blitz from this square for a push into 3+3+. 3+ to score. As Stalling's fairly off the table now. Then again, that is the hubris of those who make one-die blocks, thinking that they will ever be a success. Madmen, I call them. Uh-oh. I led you 5 man. Didn't die, gotta be pleased. And with the power, there's not an easy Agi 5 recovery, so I really need to clear it. And I don't see immediately a really good way to clear every single man off the ball. If you get the scatter without using the blitz, it becomes not too bad. Yeah, no, look, I always thought to myself, and in every argument regarding an assassin, I said, yeah, look, assassins wouldn't be bad if you could guarantee that you only played AV7 teams. As that is impossible, it's a ridiculous guarantee. However, then the Clan League came along, in which we 5 people on a team, and we drafted them up against other teams. And there was a guy who always advocated assassins being potentially useful. And we colluded to ensure that he always went up against a team with AV7, and it was not outrageously dominating. Unfortunately, using the blitz for the scatter, so if it does scatter to the hands of a human now, sad times. Not scattering, fair enough. Makes the pickup pretty janky. I guess if there was ever a time for Agi 5 to do something, it would be in 3 tackle zones. Worst part is, with a reroll, it wouldn't even be hard. However, the risk then on a failure bounces out of a tackle zone. Nails it. Easiest 3+2+ of your life. All in the hands of a blodger and tackle tied up everywhere. One on the ground and one... yeah, not doing anything. Wow, staying. I don't know. You know there's just going to be a bunch of 1Ds. Maybe the witch can dodge somewhere relevant. That was the square that I picked. They're not giving unmarked assists. O can get in to apply an assist. Down man 2Ds. Or even risk the Ogre Blitz. It would allow guard to be applied to every block on the thrower if he was relevant. So, you know, 2 for a push and to follow. Then 2 for a push. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, there'd be some bouncing. He thought it through. Then again, you're risking a blitz with an ogre. So I'd never say blitzing with a loner. A boneheaded loner would be the best play. I wouldn't mind the thrower going first, just so and then trying to maneuver and assist if possible. Maybe guard stands up, catcher 2's guard sneaks in from the behind, and applies itself to cancel the pommer. Then the thrower throws one back, blitz while down, that sort of thing. If you can get multiple blocks on a ball carrier, and accept the result as pushes, do it. Even just in general, when you're not in a high man's position, there's a bit of elf screening going on, or any situation. Blocking a ball carrier into a unmoved guy that can block him. That is the one. Try is still alive. He's been playing Football Manager 8 or something. And it was a bit deceptive because I immediately ridiculed him for liking soccer. And he didn't really say anything. And I googled the game and it turned out good. That's what should happen on every single 1-dice block. An optimistic Apo. Yeah. I don't know, it was about time. That was about his 10th 1-dice. That was a 3+1 die. And it only would have set up a 1-die, I think, for the tackle man. Tackle man was always going to be marked by guard. And yeah, look, as I pointed out, it could have been something so much better. Like the immediate play to just stand the ogre up and move it, and make a block that didn't matter. There are birds outside. That's correct. Oh man, not out of the woods yet. Yeah, no, they're birds going. Early morning birds, really loud. Not out of the woods. You know, I think locking down a bunch of people and running might have been okay. How sad would it be if it was a one-die power into catcher picks it up and throws it to this guy who catches it? I'd be pretty disappointed. Tweet, 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 tweet. No, this is definitely birds. Really? Oh, good. Wasn't his blitz. Whew. I thought he was red dice blitzing with a catcher. That'd be madness. Oh, my bad. It's 10:16. Not looking at the clock. Classic Fash. I wonder had he not picked a silly push direction. Could have been something else. Could have been. Push the left, 3 and 8 for the catcher to get it. Catcher then 5 pluses for a 3 plus. Probably even a chain somewhere. Yeah, absolutely. When you're on turn 16, or anything really, and you've got a block on a ball carrier in this exact situation, don't follow up your blitz, because your blitzer catches it, he can't throw it. Had he pushed him away and not followed, catcher couldn't have caught it, blitzer couldn't have caught it, and maybe someone could have done some dumb dodge to do something useful. Yeah, it looks just those sorts of mistakes have been creeping up into Maxaddams' game. With 1Ds, turn 1 surfs, and lots of GFIs. Which chasing some SPP? Touchdown away from a level? Man oh man, I'm sure Preisz would have loved to put that witch level for a game. Is this victory lap perhaps? Very good. Well done, Preisz. I never doubted you. Haha, classic. Was there ever any doubt? I don't think there was. Well, armor breaks to 13, that's radical. Don't think there were 17 or 15 one-dice blocks. Might have been creeping up there, certainly more than 5. Look, definitely put some bash down, but that's outrageously low for a team with a pommer. Admittedly, they're only about 5 or 6 blocks maybe with the pommer. Definitely a little shaft on those armor breaks. Most of which were just for stuns. But good work. We can jump over to the illustrious betting screen.